Om Bhurбhuvasvaham Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam. So, Saram everyone, we continue our discussion on Madhusudan Sai. Very difficult, questions, and of course, I received a lot of questions, and in this particular video I want to discuss a few questions about connection between Madhusudan Sai and Prema Sai, and this is not easy question. Why? Okay, as you know, for years, so many times Sathya Sai predicted that he's going to be born in some future as a Prema Sai, that going to be next incarnation of the Lord of this planet. Okay, and normally we have certain predictions about this Prema Sai incarnation, and in my videos I'm always sharing with you maybe the fact which many Sai devotees don't like at all, that there is no any clarity in all that predictions given by Sathya Sai. And the question is why? Because that's divine plan, we can't judge it, but it's impossible to take certain predictions given by Sathya Sai and then clear say, look, this is the plan. I mean to say there are two major questions about Prema Sai is time and location. Okay, when and where he going to be born. And as you know, Sathya Sai sometimes, his message was about gap of 8 years. So that Prema Sai will be born in 8 years after Sathya Sai will complete his mission. That was first choice. Second choice was that in 1 year. Oh my God. And then the question is, must we count from the actual death of Sathya Sai, 2011, or maybe, 2022? Maybe this is the starting point for our calculation. And then location. Most of the predictions are about Karnataka state, Mandya area, but we have very clear predictions about Dodamaluru village, which is in this area. And also, we have also predictions about possibility for Prema Sai to be born in Calcutta. Let us not deny this information from Sathya Sai himself. So we have this information as well. Actually, now, 2021, and we have easily more than 10 candidates in all parts of India. 2 or 3 in Andhra Pradesh state, 2 in Karnataka state, 2 in Tamil Nadu, 1 in Kolkata. I think Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh also 3 or 4 candidates. Even Kashmir, they have Jammu and Kashmir also 1 candidate. So it's a very interesting situation. We have 10, 15 candidates, and some of them were born actually before 2011. Some candidates born 2003, 2004, and some of them even 1991. It's like difficult even to imagine. And of course, let us come back to the Madhusudan Sai role in this very complicated question situation, actually. And I think that some of the messages which we receiving from Madhusudan Sai or through Madhusudan Sai are about actually just Vedic philosophy, just scriptures, Sanatana Dharma philosophy, and that's very interesting actually. And in my previous video, I already told you that. My approach is that Sathya Sai, because he's the divine incarnation, he has not one astral body, but plenty of them. So that means one of that astral bodies easily can stay inside Madhusudan. But let us not to be confused, because Sathya Sai is God. It means he has billions of or endless astral bodies, and any of them may come to you, to me, and it means basically nothing special about Madhusudan Sai, because the confusion for the Madhusudan Sai followers is that they think that Sathya Sai has only one body, astral body, I mean, and this astral body, this subtle body, is inside Madhusudan. Then the situation is something like cool, but really nothing special with the Madhusudan Sai, because billions of astral bodies, subtle bodies of Sathya Sai, and they may penetrate, enter into mystical dreams, meditation experiences of different people. So it means, and basically, okay, the message of Sathya Sai was no betweeners, only personal connection with God from heart to heart. Okay, when Madhusudan Sai is speaking about all that Vedic scriptures, it's nice, wonderful, and people enjoy it. Actually, why not? Of course, one and very important aspect of Madhusudan Sai message and teaching is about Prema Sai, and then starts something very interesting. I have many videos about this rather difficult topic, and of course, what is the main position of the Madhusudan and Mudunahali ashram, that Sathya Sai is inside Madhusudan Sai and Sathya Sai giving certain messages, and according to that information which people may receive from Madhusudan, that Prema Sai already born, and but nobody knows at the moment. I mean, now we have 2021, nobody knows about this Prema Sai, etc., etc. But really, that's not really the point, because it's a huge difference between huge distance actually between what Madhusudan Sai is actually telling to his followers, to his disciples, and what really he knows. And actually, I have a number of videos about one candidate who is staying at the moment in one college, and this college is not so far from Mandya, Karnataka state, South India. And honestly speaking, I don't know, is it so that this candidate, this boy, is still there? I don't know, but at least 2018, 2016, the boy was there. I don't know about right now, 2021. I don't know where this boy is at the moment, but this boy about whom I'm speaking right now, he is a very important candidate brought by Madhusudan Sai secretly from his followers. And this boy was born on November 27, 2011. And I have pictures of this boy. I don't want to say that I met this boy. Let it be secret at the moment. I don't want to share with this information, but I know exactly the location where he was, at least 2018, 2019. I don't want to speak about my personal experience with this candidate. Let it be my private information at the moment, at least. But we have this candidate, and Madhusudan knows about this candidate, and he is giving special education to this candidate. But he is, Madhusudan Sai, proclaiming that, okay, Prema Sai was born, but we know nothing about it. But then, okay, why his Madhusudan Sai is not openly, let us say, informing his followers that, okay, I have candidate. Why not? Why not? Why not? At the same time, Madhusudan Sai knows pretty well about one more candidate, which is the major one, let us say, from Dodamaluru village, also Karnataka state. And I met many Sai devotees who told me that Madhusudan Sai personally sent them to Dodamaluru village, because Madhusudan Sai actually he knows about Prema Sai, who was born in Dodamaluru village. That's happened June 28, 2012. So it means already two candidates, one under complete control by Madhusudan Sai, and another one just he knows about another one. Okay, also we have this information, and many people hate when I say this. So actually we have this information that Madhusudan Sai is seriously thinking to proclaim himself as Prema Sai, and that's also, like possibility is there, because it's very logical, because already we have a few discourses given by Madhusudan Sai or some private conversations when he told to the people that all three Sai avatars actually present inside him. So just think about this message. Madhusudan Sai already told to the people, privately, publicly, that all three Sai incarnation, means Shirdi Sai, Sathya Sai, and Prema Sai, present inside him. So it means there is a chance that Madhusudan Sai can proclaim himself as the Prema Sai. And in this case, we'll get one more powerful candidate. Okay, this is a very uneasy situation, and of course we shall see what may happen in a few years and how Madhusudan Sai will behave pretty soon. I mean to say, which candidate he may choose, or maybe he may proclaim himself as Prema Sai. That's also possible. For me personally, absolutely obvious that Madhusudan Sai is not so free person. I mean to say, we have a very powerful management in Mudanahalli project, and I don't believe that Madhusudan Sai has a chance, to say whatever he wished to say. I mean, the powerful management is also influence his opinion. And let us not be naive and childish, and let us say that Mudanahalli project is very rich. It's a very rich place. And the question is, who will control this financial power in the future? And I mean to say, now the situation is very clear. We have management, we have Madhusudan Sai, they control the money. And just imagine if Prema Sai will come to this Mudanahalli ashram, really, because the idea is that, like Madhusudan is always telling to the people that, okay, I'm just preparing the ashram for the Prema Sai, blah, blah. But just imagine that real Prema Sai may come to this ashram, and so what? Who will control the money then? And the point is that any Sai avatar is absolutely independent, and you can't control God, and it means he may come and say, okay, good, I'm going to stay in this ashram, but then who will control the money? Of course, some of you may say that I'm speaking about some financial questions, that's not so good. Well, better to speak about, divine stuff, but let us not, again, let me repeat, let us not to be naive and childish. Money is there, it's a very powerful reason why to choose this or that candidate. Suppose if Madhusudan Sai and his managers will choose candidate whom they will control, then it's much better choice than to choose real Prema Sai whom they will not be able to control. So it means that's human and divine and human logic. And just see what's happened. For example, in Tamil Nadu, one candidate is growing with his ashram. Let us see Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. A few candidates are growing with darshan programs, ashrams, and that's a very, very difficult situation. And of course, my approach to the situation is that anyway, Lord God is controlling everything. We don't need to worry about it. I hope, and there is a chance. One more crazy idea. Let me share with you guys. There is a chance that this Prema Sai consciousness may incarnate not in one body, but in many bodies. And of course, I believe that one candidate, one body, going to be the Prema Sai, the main one, the major one. But I don't want to deny possibility that this divine consciousness may incarnate in many bodies as well. That's going to be huge message to the humanity that, really speaking, this Sai consciousness, the divine consciousness, actually it's inside each and every human being. So in this sense, God is not personality, God is not body, God is not form. So it means this absolute divine Sai consciousness may incarnate in many bodies, actually. And it means I don't think that it's proper to say that, well, one candidate is right, one and other candidates just cheating. No, it can be much more complicated than this. And in this sense, actually, why not to believe that inside, okay, Madhusudan Sai can be certain aspect of Prema Sai consciousness. In this sense, if he will really proclaim himself, who knows, that can be in a sense truth, because the same Prema Sai consciousness may manifest itself through many other candidates. So it means we are experiencing a very challenging time, not only because of all that diseases, all that global uneasy political situations, but spiritually we are coming across a really challenging time to to see and to understand, to be open to this divine plan. And if we'll be meditative enough, then we can embrace the completeness of this divine grace and completeness of this divine game. God bless you. Saram to all of you, and let us respect each other. Let us be open to any possibility. And okay, see you next time.
Om Bhurбhuvassuvam Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam